I cannot believe what I just watched. I mean, literally, I just watched. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just watched on Disney Plus Pinocchio, Disney's latest live-action adaptation of one of their classic animated films. I don't know who asked for this movie. I certainly did not, and I don't really see too many kids running around saying, "Ooh, will they just make Pinocchio live action?" This is a 2022 film that was directed by Robert Zemeckis. I almost didn't even check to see who directed this movie because of my non-interest in it, even while watching the movie, not enjoying it. But when I looked it up and saw that Robert Zemeckis is responsible for that damn movie, holy crap, what happened to Robert Zemeckis? He's directed Oscar-winning or nominated type films, and hell, he directed Back to the Future, for God's sakes, a classic. And now this is a type of crap that he's reduced himself to. Everyone knows the story of Pinocchio. I feel like everyone at some point in their life has watched a version of Pinocchio. I have seen the animated film when I was a kid, but I remember mostly watching the Jonathan Taylor Thomas film back in, like, I don't know, whatever, 1990, whatever. And to me, that was kind of my Pinocchio, especially that was live action. So we've already done this, even if it wasn't Disney proper. Still, we've done this story countless and countless times. I do not think this movie was needed or necessary. But even forget all of that, right? Try to forget the fact that we've already told the story and have the story told much better. But when you retell the story and you do it through modern eyes and you try to bring all of the modern sensibilities that Disney films tend to have, this doesn't work. This doesn't work on so many levels. I knew we were in trouble when about 30 seconds in, I was sick of Jiminy Crickets. And I should not be sick of a character like Jiminy Cricket, who is the heart and soul, right? He's your conscience. He's the good guy that's supposed to be there for Pinocchio and tell him what's right and wrong, and you're supposed to like that character. But I was annoyed. I was perturbed. I was irritated beyond belief of just his voice. And then when I looked at who does the voice of Jiminy Cricket, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. How is he doing this? Like, why is he doing it? And that did not sound like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I swear they modulated or changed his voice to sound more high-pitched, or even if he did that himself to his voice. It goes to show you that you didn't need a big name or a no name to do something like this. We know Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and if it's not going to sound like him, then I think you're just kind of wasting your money, and you could have gotten anybody really to do this part. And we meet Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks plays Geppetto, and we all know Geppetto. We all know the story, how he lost his son, so he builds this puppet that's supposed to look like his son. If his son looked like this puppet, then I'm a little worried about his gene reproduction system, because this puppet, I know they wanted to have it look as close and similar to the animated one as much as possible. I get that, because what are these movies being made for? Nostalgia purposes, of course. There's no other reason why these movies are being made. But in live action, that look and that design doesn't work. It looks weird. It looks overly fake, and it doesn't look like something that you would make in a live action situation. And whenever he was moving without his strings and he was just running around, and even moments when Geppetto was holding him up, he just looked so fake and CGI'd that I just couldn't fully get into it. But if you made him look more real, that would be creepier, right? So you can't win. Here's an idea. Don't make this film. And then we got about 20 minutes into the movie, and I thought to myself, well, at least we're not doing the songs. Because I am just not in the mood, especially tonight, for a musical. For the jolly, go, oh shucks, and let's do the whole, like, I get it, it was in the original. But then, the Blue Fairy shows up to obviously make him a real boy or bring him to life, and which is weird because Geppetto makes a wish to, I assume, bring his son back to life, and you even see the light bounce off of the picture of his son and go into the puppet, but Pinocchio doesn't act like his son or doesn't say that he has memories of being his son. He just is who he is, and it's just like, well, did you grant him his wish then? Is this really his son into a puppet, or is it just you just brought the puppet back to life? I call shenanigans. You did not grant this man his wish. And so the movie, it does not take long for this movie to get irritating. There's a part of me that wants to commend the film for skipping all of the story that we know, where they just kind of spend all their time in Geppetto's workshop, and he teaches him everything, and the usual story. They do this new story kind of where he's supposed to go to school, which, why is a puppet going to go to school? Why? But he runs into the fox, and then it's like, I get that this is from the old story, but again, retelling this, does it make sense that there's just a walking, talking fox just wearing clothes and just walking around and singing and tries to seduce Pinocchio? Not in that way, but he tries to put him into his stage show and make money off of him. And I'm just like, this is all, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that he didn't go to school. I don't care that he's now missing and Geppetto's looking for him. I don't care that he gets captured, and I don't care about any of this. I was bored to tears throughout this entire movie, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being too much of a hard ass. Maybe I'm just not in the mood for this cheesy kid type story, but this was just too PG. This was just too much of what I don't want. Like, if I want to watch this, I'm going to watch the original film, because at least that's shorter. It's not almost 2 hours, which this movie, probably more, an hour and a half, and it has like 15 minutes of credits for whatever reason. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. But again, it's just a lot of padding, a lot of extra stuff, a lot of crap that I just don't care for. And then there's even a moment where Pinocchio runs into a group of kids who go to this area, and Luke Evans is just randomly in this part. And I know Luke Evans played Gaston in the Beauty and the Beast live action, but it's not like he's playing Gaston here. That would actually be kind of cool. There's a moment earlier, in fact, where you see all of the clocks in Geppetto's workshop, and like it's the who's who of Disney Pixar references. I saw Woody from Toy Story. I mean, I saw so many characters, and I'm like, huh? So Geppetto made all of these Disney Pixar characters? Or is it just for the reference? Is it just for the Easter eggs? Are they trying to build a Pixar Disney cinematic universe? No, thank you. No, thank you. Boy. This was a slog. It was. I tried to keep an open mind. I tried to be positive. I tried to say that, hey, maybe it'll pick up. Maybe the third act of the movie would win me over because they would do something different and original. But no, they do this high chase in the ocean with a giant whale, and it's CGI galore, and it's this whole thing where they try to get you with a tear-jerking moment, but it does not work because I do not care about anyone in this movie. It feels wrong to say this for a PG kids film, but fuck this film. Fuck it hard. Fuck it nice and hard. Damn, this movie sucked. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below. If you too watch Pinocchio, I'm sorry. Let's bond together in our pain right now. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.